let's not also forget that over the last while, as a resource-led economy, the resources sector has been under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So there's so much in the past of our GDP base that have been headwinds that are starting to unwind, which indicate that, with all of the positive factors we've mentioned and the sort of addressing some of the historical stuff, there should be, a GNU upside scenario that looks much more plausible.
Yeah.
But that kind of leads into what you asked me more specifically. And if we're right that the GNU's leadership and infrastructure as a priority is better executed, that should be an additional tailwind into creating jobs and growth and all sorts of things. So we run a survey, like you mentioned. It simply looks at capital projects that have been started and approved. It's a good measure of confidence because it's sort of like real projects that are underway as opposed to talking about stuff. And like a year ago, South Africa had just under 200 billion rand of projects that were underway. And as of last month, that's moved to 800 billion rands worth of projects underway or commencing. And if you go into that in more detail, what you realize is that that's still, Duncan, very much public sector led. So we already see the public sector stuff, kicking off fast, and it's in the right areas. It's in energy, it's in water, it's in, infrastructure around road and rail. And the private sector is lagging a little bit in that, and I think that is ahead of us. I think the private sector growth with respect to CapEx in the last while has been consumed with resilience. In other words, companies literally diverted CapEx away from growth opportunities into energy and resilience aspects for their companies. And with that sort of as a positive now, there's an opportunity for private sector to invest more, and public sector will continue to pick up, and banks are well positioned to participate in that and support that.
So banks are ready to lend. Do you have any